What in the heck is an Inkbird? Well, it's a nice little temperature controller. This unit's kind of unique in its form rather than function. There's a lot of temperature controllers, but it comes pre-done with an outlet. Some have the outlet. You can buy some that have an outlet built right into the control unit. That's not really where I want it. It's nice to have a little cord here. It makes this unit pretty much sealed. I wouldn't use it out in the weather or anything, but it's certainly got to be safer than handling the other units I've been using. Also, the other unit I use, like in the hot tub, I had to buy a 12-volt DC power supply for. And even though it's only like an $8 part, plus the power supply, which could be $8 to $10 too, you still get off cheaper going that way. But it's less hassle. Just everything's all set for me. I've got a 2-outlet cord, don't have to fuss with power supplies, everything is sealed. Voila, done. And I did a video on putting this into the hot tub. See, it got unstuck. It was stuck here. I have to do something better than that. I was gonna nibble out a whole square here and snap this in. It would be perfect. I might still go that way if I keep this unit, but I'm thinking of putting an Inkbird in here. That thing would just hang up right here. I could even pull it out a little bit and hang it on the outside of the hot tub when I'm using it. And I think the Inkbird might be replacing this guy too. This has got some differences in setup between the two. The Inkbird, however, can go to Fahrenheit where this one can't. And it's kind of nice to have the Fahrenheit. I'm getting pretty used to the metric here, but yeah. So the only drawback to this unit is that it can only be used for heating. It can't be used for cooling applications. Where the other unit you could switch function on a menu. And it comes preset to heat at 68. See if I can get it up there. My hand is too cold to... And there you go. Shut off the heat, which in this case is the lamp. So a nice little unit, quick and easy for a lot of applications. It's about $30. So yeah, I could have gotten away with 16 to 20 bucks the other way, but it's a nice form factor, convenience. And I'm doing this impromptu video because I'm about to install this in my bathroom. This is going to be fished through the wall to where the pipes freeze, and then this can control my pipe freeze solution, hopefully, which is just a little fan that blows down a duct. So see how effective that goes. I'll probably set this for about 40 degrees, and a little fan can blow until it gets that warm in that wall. So I have basically a blower blowing into a piece of sprinkler tubing that follows the pipe chase down the wall. Some cutouts here and there in the tubing, and delivers it to the end where hopefully it'll prevent freezing. I've got a different fan than this. It's like an air freshener fan, but I got a little stronger one. It's about the same size though. And this is the common model. They've got one with a green label, they got one with a blue label, but it's straight across. They all have slight variations in function. They've also got one that works on humidity. Kind of like to get that one maybe. This unit has two different two different temperature zones you can set it for. That's kind of strange, and I still got to figure that out. There's a work 2 setting too. Both these outlets, there's not a work 1 and work 2 as far as the outlets go. They're both on the same time. To program this unit, you just hit set, hold it down for like 3 seconds, and 55 is my set temperature. I'm just going to keep hitting set to get to the next thing. 2 degrees is my delta temperatures between on and off. My hysteresis or whatever, be 1 degree if it was centigrade. Oops, I got out of there, so I got to hold it again. Okay, I'm just going to keep going through them real quick here. So that's the delta. This is calibration. If you found that the unit was consistently whatever off, you could put it here and have it correct that off. CF is Fahrenheit or centigrade. Now TR set to 0 is just plain simple one mode temperature controller. And so you have fewer things to set. If you're in TR0, go back into setting again. But I've only got that many things to set, and then it goes in a loop. However, if I go to TR and set it to 1, and then hold set to enter it, now when I go to set, let me hold set again, I'll have more options in here. Now, I've got a second temperature for my other period of time I'm going to set up. So that's where I'd put that, 77 degrees. Oops. Go back to where I was here. Oh, passed it up. Now whenever you see this little N with a line over it, that means minutes. That's part of a, there's 3 different time settings. There's time for A, time for B, the 2 time periods, and then there's the real-time clock. And I'm setting minutes for something I don't even want to set minutes for. I just got lost here. Alright, so let me go through some scratch again. Enter again, hold 3 minutes. Calibration, Fahrenheit. I'm in the mode where I've got 2 things going. That's my second temperature. Same delta. It doesn't have to be though. And this is 812 for the A period. And then B period starts 1800 and 00. And then the real-time clock is 8:31 or so. And then that's back to my original temperature from time 1. So I'm back to the functions I had before. I just had to enter those other things in there. The time for the 2 zones, and if you want to change them. So it's pretty easy to figure out. The instructions are kind of cryptic. And now I gotta leave it set. I want to get to that TR mode and turn that back to 0, because I just need 1 temperature in this thing. I don't want to set up the other stuff. And like I said, with just 1 temperature, you don't need to set up the times for anything, so the setup's a lot simpler. If you want to set up 2 temperatures, you got to set up 3 different times, you know, real time and then your 2 different zone times. So it's not too bad. And a quick screenshot here. I just want to show you how many different varieties there are. You can get them with Wi-Fi, the 2 zone model, the 1 zone model. Some of them, the outlets do different things. See, they got labels on the outlets on some of these models, or they actually have different functions on the different things. Some have heating and cooling on one, and then the other on the other outlet. So there's a lot of variation. Like I said, Wi-Fi, there's some kind of Nest connectivity. Here's the humidity module. Interesting stuff. Just plug and go. It's all done for you.